started. So my first question is about complete sentences. And we'll be studying, what makes up a complete sentence? A whole sentence? So let me unmute you guys. Can you tell me what you know about a complete sentence? Let's see. I don't really know how to unmute you and do that at the same time. Okay, what's a complete sentence, guys? What do you need? Rosie.
A whole thought.
Whole thought. What goes into a whole thought? Any examples? Any ideas? Dash.
Well, I have another thing that goes into a full sentence.
Okay, what's that?
A subject.
A subject. What's a subject, everybody?
It's a thing that you...
The person or the thing you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a noun in the sentence.
Anything else that we need for a whole sentence, a complete sentence? Alice.
Verb.
A verb, yes. And we learned this week that a verb is a part of the predicate. Great job. So make sure you've got pencil and paper. And even if I don't give you explicit directions, you can always write things down, taking notes. Okay? Give me a thumbs up if everybody's ready. Awesome. Thanks for the smiles. So a sentence, as we've been studying, is a whole thought. The tall tree with many branches. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Is that a whole thought?
No.
I see some different ideas. I see a lot of thumbs down. It tells me what. That's it. It just tells me that there is a tall tree.
It's not.
What about played in the wet sand? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do we think that is a whole thought, a complete sentence? Seeing a lot of no's. Played in the wet sand, it only tells me the action or the verb, but not who did the action. All right, Dash, would you read this sentence? Tall tree?
Sure. The tall tree with many branches fell right onto the road.
All right, thumbs up or thumbs down? Is that a whole thought? Yes, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up. It tells me who the sentence is about and what they did. Alice, can you read about little Andy?
Little Andy played in the wet sand.
Yes. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Whole thought. Andrea, what do you think? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Whole thought? What do you think, George? Yes, this is a whole thought. But there is one thing we haven't talked about yet that a full sentence needs. We know it needs a whole thought, but what else?
Subject.
Yes, the subject is part of the whole thought.
Predicate.
Great job, Andrew, the predicate. But there's even something else that comes at the beginning and the end we haven't talked about yet.
Capital.
Yes, a full sentence needs a capital at the beginning and punctuation at the end, or else it doesn't count. So for the subject, what is the subject of the sentence?
Is a person, is a noun.
Yes, a noun. The who or the what? George, what's the subject of this sentence? The tall tree with many branches fell right onto the road.
Creo que yo ya sé. A ver, trae la lista.
I gotta have you unmute yourself, bud. There you go.
Tall.
Yes, the sentence is about the tall tree. And the detail is that this tree had many branches. What does the P stand for? P stands for predicate. Hadley, what's a predicate?
A predicate is like it's not the verb. The predicate is basically what the verb did. You know.
Yes. So, Hadley, would you say the predicate includes the verb inside it? Like a verb could be a small part of the bigger predicate. All right, Linda. The tall tree with many branches fell right onto the road. What's the predicate? What did the tree do?
It fell on the road.
Yes. And Hadley, in the predicate, fell right onto the road. What is the verb?
The verb is fell.
Yes.
That's
Great job. So here's a new sentence, and it's, here comes the rain. Does anyone know what the subject is?
The rain.
The rain. And where do you see the rain? At the beginning or the end of the sentence?
The end.
Oh, so the subject can come at the end. What would the predicate be? Yes, comes.
Comes.
All right. How can we rewrite this sentence so that the subject comes first? The rain.
The rain comes.
What would we write?
Rain is coming.
Very good. The rain is coming. Let's try another one. The exam was hard. What is the subject? You know, Ashley?
Exam.
Yeah, the exam. And I hope it doesn't trick you about the predicate. Let's see. Does Evelyn, hello, do you know what the predicate is in this sentence?
I don't even know what's going on here.
Okay, let's see if someone can fill you in here. Dash, can you tell us a little bit about what we're doing, what she missed?
Sure. Well, so we are looking at what the predicate is in the sentence.
So we're studying what makes a complete sentence. You need a who or a what, that's the subject. What the subject did. Dylan, do you know what the predicate is in this sentence? Dylan, do you know what the predicate is in this? What should we write? The predicate is, what did the exam do?
What did the thing do? Hard.
So hard describes the exam, and we also need one other important helping verb. We need, can everybody see what Ms. Brown typed? The predicate is? Was hard. What is the verb in was hard? Is hard the verb? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Is hard the action verb?
No.
What is the verb, Andrew?
The was.
Was, and we call it a helping verb. Great job. Now here's where your pencil and paper come in handy.
Wait, I need
Everyone to write a complete sentence on their pencil and paper, then hold it up to the screen, and we'll practice with 3 of your examples, writing down what's the subject and what's the predicate. So remember, you need who or what it's about. You need an action, what they do. You need a capital letter or else it doesn't count. And you need a period or else it doesn't count. If you don't have pencil or paper and you cannot find any in your house, you can go and type in the chat box what your sentence is. And then hold it on up to the screen so I know you're ready.
Miss Brown, you froze up when you said that.
Whoops. Sure, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Evelyn, it looks like you are ready. Do you mind reading your sentence out loud for us?
That sentence.
I fell on my bike and it hurt.
Oh my goodness, I fell on my bike and it hurt. So can everyone tell us what is the subject of that sentence?
What?
What would be the subject of your sentence? Who is it about?
Me and my bike.
Okay, so it's about you, Evelyn. Okay, and the predicate, what did you do?
Fell on my bike.
Fell off my bike. And what else did you say? And it?
It says bike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your faces were blocking my view of the screen. Perfect. All right, I fell off my bike and it hurt. Did you include a capital letter and a period, Evelyn, when you wrote it down? Great job. Who else would share their sentence with us? Alice, you want to share?
My dog is playing ball.
Great job. My dog is playing ball. What would your subject be?
Dog. The dog.
Yes, my dog. And what would your predicate be? What did your dog do?
Play ball.
Yes, it's playing ball. Sorry that my PowerPoint is not working so well, guys. Can I have one more friend share their sentence? Hadley.
I forgot it.
You forgot it? I thought you wrote it down. Maybe you could write it down while we're waiting. And does anybody else have a sentence? Andrea, go ahead.
My dad is working.
Very good. What is the subject of your sentence? Who is it about? The subject is who?
My dad.
Yes. And what's the predicate? What is your dad doing?
He's working.
Is working. And is another helping verb. Great job. Andrea, you get to pick dance break for your reward. What number would you like?
9.
Number 9. Oh, you actually got a star. So you get to pick one more number. Sorry. Okay, what's your other number?
3.
3. You got the minion dance break. So if you guys would like to get up and stretch, you can dance. Minions. Raise your hand if you like watching those movies. I do. All right. So our next, yes, sorry, Andy, go ahead. What'd you say?
I found my tree, but I fell is my sentence.
Okay, what is your subject? And the predicate, what did you do?
I climbed the tree.
Great sentence. Next, we are going to be learning about a special kind of sentence called a compound sentence. So first, can everyone see the types of sentences picture?
Yes.
Okay.
I accidentally put something.
Can Hadley read for me where it says simple sentence?
Me too.
McKinder is a great school.
McKendree is a great school, and it shows me one idea in that sentence. Alice, could you take that sentence instead of McKendry? Can you make it say Moorhead Montessori?
What is? I left the meeting.
You left the meeting, Alice?
An accident.
Oh, but you're back, right? So an example of a simple sentence would be, Moorhead Montessori is a great school because it shows how many ideas in that sentence. Show me with your fingers, how many ideas? Is it 2 ideas? Is it 3 ideas?
2 ideas.
Moorhead Montessori is a great school. It shows how many ideas?
1.
1. What's the idea? That our school is a
Great school.
great school. But a compound sentence, the example we can see says McKendry or Moorhead Montessori is a great school and I love going there. How many ideas do you see in that sentence? Hold up with your fingers. Is it 3? Is it 2? Is it 1? Is it 10? How many ideas in that sentence? I see different, oh, I see the number 2. What are the 2 ideas? Shout it out.
Great. I like going there.
You like
I'm going there.
it's a great school.
It's a great
Yes.
school. I love
And
it.
Yes. And to join those 2 ideas together, we used a comma, and we also used the word and. The word and is called a conjunction. What's it called?
Conjunction.
Conjunction. So on your papers, I need everybody to copy. Make this bigger. Can we see in yellow, it says a compound sentence?
Yes.
Okay, I need us to copy this down. I will stop the share and then I'll reshare the screen so we can see it. And we see now the yellow sentence, a compound sentence.
Yes. Yes.
All right, can we please copy this down with pencil and paper? And let's see, I need a volunteer. Maybe Rosie, could you read what it says, the yellow sentence? You're gonna have to unmute yourself, Rosie.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
A compound sentence joins 2 simple sentences with a conjunction.
Yes, we showed how to break that word down into syllables, conjunction. And if you look at the letters in the word fanboys, how many letters do you see? Letter F counts as 1 letter. Jackson, do you know how many letters in that word? 7. Yes. Each letter of the 7 letters in the word fanboys helps us to remember the starting letter of one of our conjunctions. Remember, those conjunctions help to join together 2 ideas. So the letter F in fanboys, it stands for for. Let's copy down the word for and copy down fanboys in all capitals. Once you have that copied down, hold up your paper so I can see it. We copied the yellow sentence, the word fanboys in all capital letters, and the conjunction for. Looking for those papers, holding them up to the screen. Thanks, Rosie. Awesome, you've got fanboys, I can see. Thank you, Evelyn. Thanks, Adeline. All right, the next letter in fanboys. After F comes letter
And.
A is for and. Great job copying that down. What comes after A, everybody?
N.
N. The N stands for nor. Good job, Andrew. What comes after N in FANBOYS?
But.
B or
B.
but. Some of you already knew the conjunction. Great job. Don't forget to copy this down. Writing down the conjunctions.
O is for or.
O is for or. Great job.
Y is for you. You.
Oh, so Y is for yet. We have one more. S is for
So.
so. Awesome job. Those are our 7 conjunctions. And we will work together to write sentences, compound sentences in the conjunction. So, Evelyn, if I wanted to write a sentence with the conjunction for, usually because I want to prove something, like something is the best. You give a sentence and it says why it's the best.
School.
What do you think is the best?
School.
Okay, school is the best. And can you give me one more sentence that has that same idea of school being the best?
School is the best, and I wish we could go there.
Oh, that's good. I could probably use that for our next sentence for and. So maybe we'll skip down to our and sentence. And can all friends copy down? I'll highlight in blue what I would like you to write down on your paper. My school is the best. And I wish we could go there. So Linda, in our sentence that's in blue, you know what our conjunction is? Is it for, and, nor? What's the special word to link these two ideas together?
And.
And. So, and helps us to give details. My school is the best, and I wish we could go there. When you are done, give me a thumbs up. You wrote down your sentence. Rosie, thank you. Awesome job. Great job, Hadley. If I would like to write a sentence with the word for, we're trying to prove something, like we're giving a because sentence. So let's start out with, my school is the best for. What makes our school the best? Can someone give me an idea?
Learning.
Our school is the best? I hear the word learning, but that's
Learning.
not a complete thought. What about learning?
Learning math.
Learning math, but I don't hear a complete thought. So give me a subject like us.
Learning math.
Okay, one more time, Andrew.
For learning math.
I'm gonna try my best to write what I think you said. For it helps us with learning math. Let's see, is this a complete thought? The subject would be it, and the predicate would be
Learning.
Learning.
back up just a little bit to find the predicate.
Oh, us.
The predicate is what it does.
With.
Helps.
Helps. Helps us with learning math. That would be the whole predicate, starting with helps. Alrighty. If you have 2 sentences written down, one with the word for and one with the word and, you can pick our next dance break number. Hold up your paper to the screen if you would like to pick. Jackson, I see you holding up your paper. Is that because you have your sentences ready?
Oh.
All right, he's working on his sentences. Evelyn, I see your paper is held up to our screen. So maybe Evelyn, this time you could next. Ready, Evelyn? What number?
8.
All right, number 8.
That's where I got it. It said didn't
You
fall.
get the genie dance.
Darn it.
You gonna try? Nice, Rosie. Nice dancing, everybody. And Jackson, would you pick our next number? You'll have to unmute yourself.
Pick the next
What do you think, Jackson?
Was 9?
You said 9?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what number 9's all about. You got a star.
How do you get to
Nice job. Okay, we need to do a few more sentences, so get those writing utensils ready. We've already used for our joining word. We've already used and. Which conjunction is next, Alice? Nor. When we use nor, we're trying to combine two not statements. Not go to basketball camp.
You're not.
Actually, where's another place that you do not go to? You go to soccer club? No, I do not go to soccer club. Right now, I have 2 sentences. I do not go to basketball camp. I do not go to soccer club. How would I take these 2 sentences and make them just 1 sentence? Can you unmute yourself and explain it? Go ahead, Rosie, unmute yourself. How do I make only 1 sentence out of these 2?
You can use the word nor.
Okay. So where do I put it?
It goes, I do not go to basketball camp, nor do I go to soccer club.
Yes, and Miss Brown had a typo she had to fix. And is there any special punctuation that I should use, like a comma somewhere?
Yeah, right after nor, I believe there should be a comma.
Let's check. I know a comma is wherever I take a breath or a pause. So I'm going to ask Linda or whoever's ready, raise their hand. Read from beginning to end, and we'll try to notice where you take a pause. Who's ready? Linda. Linda, your hand's up. Can you read from beginning to end?
I do not go to basketball camp, nor do I go not go to.
Oops. Miss Brown has some things to fix. Thanks for helping me reread my sentence and fix it. I do not go to basketball camp.
Nor do I go to soccer.
Okay. So where did we pause? Did we pause after camp or after nor? Give me a thumbs up if you think camp. Put your hand on your head if you think nor. I do not go to basketball camp, nor do I go to soccer club. The thumbs up, you are correct. The answer is right after camp. I do not go to basketball camp, nor do I go to soccer club. Right. Let's do one more sentence. Dashel, would you write a sentence, actually 2, and combine them using the word or?
Sure.
Rosie, would you write a sentence, actually 2, combining them using the word yet?
So, yet for me and origin.
For Dashel.
Okay.
Evelyn, would you write 2 sentences using the word so?
Seriously?
Yes, Evelyn?
I had a brain surgery, so I had to go to the hospital.
Oh, you were ready already. Huh. I had brain surgery. So I had to go to the hospital. If you are a very quick writer, you might be able to get this down on your paper.
Okay, I got mine.
You have your stash. What is it?
Wait,
What? You can make cookies or you can make brownies.
Very good. You can make cookies. Where did you pause? After what word?
After cookies.
Yes, you can make cookies or you can make brownies. Rosie, are you ready?
yes.
Okay.
My sister loves dance, yet I hate dance.
And where did you pause? After which word?
I believe I paused after dance.
My sister loves dance, yet I hate dance. And all together, I'll take a volunteer to make a sentence with the word but. 2 sentences, join them together. So I already picked Rosie. I already picked Dashel. Andrea, could you think of 2 sentences where we use the word but in between? Such as, I like apples, but I do not like oranges.
Mommy. The meeting gonna be over.
Don't worry, George, not much longer. George, can you help us come up with 2 sentences using the word but in between to join them?
But.
I like pizza, but I don't like nachos.
I like pizza, but I don't like spinach.
Very good sentence. What do I need at the end of the sentence, George?
Period.
A period. And what do we notice about using a comma with our conjunctions? Does the comma come right before we use the conjunction word or right after? Look at where we find our commas. Yes, right before. So that's a rule to help you. First, check where you take a breath or a pause. Like, I like pizza, but I don't like spinach. And if you forget about using the pause, another strategy, just remember this rule. The comma always comes before the conjunction. All right, I need a volunteer to pick our dance break before we do our last job together. So Ashley, pick a number.
5.
5. I'm always putting this in the wrong spot. You got a star. Hadley, would you try and find a dance for us?
7.
7. You got a star too. Who else? Andrew, you want to try a number? What'd you say? You want to hold up your number of fingers because I can't hear you? 2. Okay. Yes, we got a dance. It is a Wreck-It Ralph dance. Anybody try? Nice job. By the way, getting stars aren't a bad thing, so you can draw a star on your paper if you found one. All right, our last job together is to read together. So I will share my screen with you once again. And we're going to read about how the firefly got its light. So, we are reading a folk tale. The main characters are animals. Do you remember what we called that kind of a folk tale
Write down while I'm
when the
doing
main characters
Zoom
are
meeting and
animals?
my friends can see. Fiction.
It is fiction, yes. And there's a special type of a folk tale where the main characters are animals. It starts with the letter F and then the letter A comes after that. Fable. Fable, yes. The fable is a folk tale where the main characters are
Animal.
Animals.
Animals. So this is how the firefly got its light. As we're reading, I need you to be thinking about who the characters are. What are they thinking? What are they like? Are they kind? Are they mean? So what are we thinking about as we're reading?
Are the characters kind or not?
All about the characters, yes. Another thing I want you to keep track of in your brain as we read is what is happening in the beginning, in the middle, and the
And end.
So what else are we paying attention to?
Beginning, middle, and end.
Thank you, Ashley. And last, I want you guys to keep track of what we think is the central message. Because when we read folk tales, they teach us a lesson, like one big idea, even though we might be able to find a few lessons in this story. So, I would ask a volunteer to read from the word this all the way down to the word dark. Would you read for us, Rosie?
Okay. This story is based on an old folk tale. This is a story about long ago. There was a little fly. It wanted to be special. The fly was sad. It did not feel special. It looked at the bee and thought, and thought it was great. Look at how big it is. Hear it buzz. Look at the butterfly, and said, see how pretty. Look at it, the colors. Look at the big wings. I am like all the other flies. The fly stayed awake one night. It was worried and sad. It was sad. All the other flies were sleeping. A mouse was awake. So was a mouse. They did not notice the fly. It was too small. It was hard to see in the dark.
Thank you for reading for us. Jackson, what could you tell us about this fly? How is the fly feeling?
He said about
Fly.
Oh, the fly?
How did the fly feel? Was the fly sad?
The fly was feeling sad.
Tell the fly.
Andrew, what could you tell us about the fly? Is there something he wanted, or how was he feeling?
Was the fly happy or sad?
Well,
Maybe, Andrew, if you talk really close to your computer, we'll be able to hear you.
sad. Oh, sad?
What
That's
happened?
good. It is sad. Andrea, what do you think about our character, the fly? What can you tell us about the fly?
He doesn't feel like he is that important.
Yeah.
That prettiness or how we want to be like.
Yeah, that's very true. He looks at other people and thinks that they have something maybe better or more special, so he's not feeling very happy. Awesome job. For my next volunteer, I would like this person to read from the word the all the way down to the word friend. Some of you don't have your screens on, so I don't know if you're raising your hand to read or not.
Can I
Now I
please?
see Hadley, your hand is up.
Oh.
All right, next time.
The fly saw the stars. They were shining. I want to shine like that. That would be special. The moon heard the fly. The moon said, little fly, you can help me. If you do, I will help you. I will make you shine. How can I help? The moon said, can you be my friend? I'm lonely at night, and I come out when it is dark and most animals are asleep. If you stay awake every night, I promise I will help you shine. Then you can be my friend.
Awesome. I loved how you were reading with expression. You made the character sound a bit different. Alice, is there any more characters so far in this story? We know that there's a fly, but is there any other characters?
I don't know.
No, what do you think?
There's a butterfly.
Dash?
Yes.
No.
There's a bee, there's a butterfly, there's a moth, there's a mouse, there's a star, and moon.
Yeah.
Dash, do you remember this very big word?
I have something to say.
You froze up.
I did too.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to mute us really
Can I
quick.
say something? Miss Brown, can I say something?
1 second, guys. Whew. Sorry about that. I had to mute us just because we were all talking at the same time. So keep your hand,
have a question.
and I will call on you one at a time. Don't you worry, okay? Alice, you want to go first?
I just had something to say.
Sure.
I have 2 loose teeth.
Wow. Awesome. Dash, you go next.
I want to go too.
The moon is a new character.
Yes. And do you remember the long special word for when we take something that's not alive, like the and try to make it like a person?
Personification.
Yes. And what would you like to say?
Me? Wait, who are you talking to?
And you, George, you said you had something to say?
Oh, yeah. How long has this meeting been?
I think it's been since about 1 o'clock, but we're finishing our story and this is our last thing. We might have to do a song at the end if we have. Ashley, what could you tell us about the moon from what we read? Is it a new character?
Yeah, wait, what did you say? If it was
Oh, thank you, George, but this question is for Ashley.
Can you repeat that? I couldn't hear you well.
Sure. What can you tell us about the character of the moon?
She is lonely at night. Most of the animals are asleep, and she's mostly alone.
Would you say the moon is pretty friendly or unkind?
Mostly friendly.
Mostly friendly. Do you think the moon is brave?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
Because she asked the fly to be her friend.
Yeah, and the fly could have said no way and hurt the moon's feelings. So I agree that the moon was brave. For my last volunteer to read all the way from yes, yes to the end. Evelyn, would you like to read?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, yes, the fly said. So the moon helped it. The moon told the fly the secret. The moon told the fly how to shine. The next night, the fly stayed awake. It used the secret. It was shining on and off. It made its body light. It looked like magic. Look, said the mouse. Look at that fly. How special. The mouse said, I'd like to shine too. His mother said, no, that would be dangerous. You know we need to be able to hide. The fly was very glad. The fly told the moon, I will always be your friend. When you come out at night, I will be there. I will shine my light to welcome you. Then the fly went to sleep. Finally, now I have what I need.
Awesome. Thank you, Evelyn. Dash, do you think in real life fireflies get their light because a long time ago the moon told them how to do it?
No.
No, I assume it's genetic or bioluminescence.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
That's why we call this fiction. Did it really happen?
Miss Brown?
What if it's real? What if it's real?
Miss Brown?
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Did this happen in real life?
Oh.
Yes? No.
No.
It's a folk tale. And what kind of
Brown?
is this again? It's called a fable.
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 Fable. We said we would talk about the characters, which we did. We also said we would talk about what happens at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So let's play a little game. What you need to practice first. Everyone shout out beginning.
Beginning.
Everyone shout out end.
End.
Everyone shout out middle.
Middle.
Okay. Now here's what you need to do. I will say a sentence about the story. And if you think this sentence happened at the end, you shout out end. If you think it happened at the middle, shout out middle. Beginning, shout out beginning. I'm going to try to trick you, so just beware. My first sentence is, the fly was very happy.
End.
Okay, I couldn't trick you that time. The next sentence is, the fly wished it could be more special.
Beginning.
Okay. Let's see how I can try to trick you again. Okay, my next sentence is, the fly and the moon were friends.
In the middle. End.
Good job. I didn't trick you. I heard Ashley and say end. But the only sentence I left out was the middle. I did 2 sentences of what happened at the end, 1 that happened in the beginning. Raise your hand if you could give us a sentence of what happened in the middle of this fable. Dash?
Let's see. Yes, the fly said.
Okay, so you literally pulled those words from the middle. True. But using your own words, could you summarize, describe what happened in the middle of the story?
Well, the moon gave an offer, and the fly, obviously wanting something special, agreed.
Yes. What did the moon help the fly to do?
Get something
how to
special
shine.
and give it a light.
Yes, learn how to shine. Last question. What is a lesson that people can learn from the story? And we'll even underline parts of the story that show the lesson we learned. George, did you have an idea?
That everyone's special no matter what.
Okay, everyone is special no matter what. And did you find that right in the story, or you used your brain and you came up with the idea?
Use my brain and came up with the idea.
Yes, but we can underline it wanted to be special because that's in the story, the idea of being special. All right, there's probably more ideas of central message or a lesson. Hadley, did you have a lesson from this story?
Technically took it because I was going to say everyone can speak in their own way.
Mm-hmm. Is there any messages about friendship in this fable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what would our lesson be about friendship?
Ella? Okay. Sorry, that was my sister.
Linda, do you have any ideas, a lesson we can learn about being a friend from this fable?
Being nice to each other.
Yeah, and where in the story did you get that idea from? Is there any part where I could underline where the moon is a good friend or where the fly is a good friend? Dylan, do you have any ideas? If you unmute yourself. Or Alice, do you see something I can underline that shows where someone was a good friend? I sort of lost your picture, so I'll have to stop the share real quick. What about the moon told the fly how to shine? Up or a thumbs down if that shows the moon being a good friend. Thumbs up, thumbs down, good friend?
Good friend.
Helping your friend learn something that was difficult for them or that they didn't know before. Raise your hand if you would like to do a song before we leave.
I gotta go, Miss Brown.
All right, if you have to go, we will see you tomorrow at 11 for science.
A scavenger hunt.
Maybe we'll do a scavenger hunt.
Scavenger hunt.
I'll see you guys tomorrow at 11, but for the ending of our lesson today, I think we'll do a song. All right, I'm gonna share my screen with you for the last time, and we'll do a Ram Sam Sam. Okay, remember this one has hand marks.
Arms up high,
I'm really good.
reach for the sky. Let's sing and move along to the silly, silly Ram Sam song. Oh, Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam.
Sorry, guys.
Wait, what happened?
Ram Sam
There we
Sam,
go.
gooey, 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 Ram Sam. Oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam.
Nice job.
Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam. Arms up high.
Nice job,
Reach
little
for the
Ram Sam.
sky. If you wanna be a Ram Sam master, you've got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam. Arms up high.
It's gonna get even faster.
Reach for the sky. If you want to be a Ram Sam master,
Good job, Andrea.
go a little faster. Oh, Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, oh, Ram Sam Sam, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky.
Now.
If you want to be a Ram Sam master, go a little faster. Oh, Ram Sam Sam, 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 oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam, oh, Robbie, gooey, 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 Ram Sam Sam. Arms up high.
Great job, guys.
Huh?
That was so fast. All right.
Hey,
so I'm
Catherine.
getting the song finished. So what time will I see you all tomorrow?
How many was I put to you?
Bye. 11.
Sound like a boy?
And any science work you've done this week, especially about Africa, you can come ready to show us. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks
Have
for
a great
coming, Miss
day.
Carol. You too.
Can we press this one?